If you think slavery is illegal, then you don't understand labor laws, and you also don't understand immigration labor laws. So, my grandfather was the director of the Department of Labor for multiple states. He was also the president of several unions. He led many strikes, and that's where I get it from. I come by it honest. He told me a story once that chilled me to the bone and helped me understand big business's hand in the decision-making process of legality status from the government. So, back years ago, this may have been the late 90s or the early 2000s, he was telling me about a company that made ketchup, and oh shit, it's my turn at the DMV. Well, anyway, this company had huge fields that required harvesting, and they would bring in illegal immigrants to harvest the fields for them. Now, the first couple of years, they would bring people in, they would pay them okay, they would send them home and say, spread the word. The first couple of years that they started doing this, they were paying people low wages, but they were paying very consistently. It was difficult work, but it was very seasonal. People had places to stay. They kind of set up a routine, right? And then after the harvest season, everyone had their money and they would go and they would spread this. They would spread this opportunity for people. And so because they got all the money from, the people who worked and harvested the tomatoes, they were able to buy more fields and plant more crops and expand their operation. And then they brought in more immigrants the next year. After a couple of months, they stopped paying people as consistently. And after a couple of years, they stopped paying people at all. They would actually call immigration on themselves at the end of the harvest season and have them deport all of the people they had brought in for free, of course. It was paid for by our tax dollars. They would be deported without pay, and then this company was able to turn around, take all of the profits from their unpaid labor, and then sell it to the American people who consumed it completely unwittingly, because you don't have to put that sort of disclosure on your product. You don't have to explain where things are sourced, and you certainly don't have to throw away products that are unethically attained. It's not within the law. You know what is within the law? A $100,000 fine for the use of immigrant labor. That's how much it cost them to exploit hundreds of people for months because they were illegal immigrants. They were then deported, put on criminal lists, and not paid for any of their labor in the backbreaking sun. The company's name was and is Red Gold. And they still sell ketchup, and we still fucking buy it. And that's how slavery continues in the modern era. It's just quieter now. It's only more humane because you don't know about it, but it is still violent. It is a self-sustaining system built on our hope and belief that we live in a better world. So think about that next time you want to be delusional and think the government wouldn't. Yeah, they would. They did. They have. Trust.